a lot of people are really concerned about their water because they drink it.
An Eastern Washington University professor speaking out ahead of a big meeting tonight about PFAS contamination in the groundwater out on the West Plains. I want you to take a look at this map here. This is from the West Plains Water Coalition. All of these little tiny orange dots that you see here, and there are a lot of them, those are private wells at the risk of PFAS contamination. In fact, there are more than 1,000 of those private wells scattered all across the West Plains region. The contamination itself came from firefighting foam that was used out at Fairchild Air Force Base and the Spokane International Airport for decades. In 2017, the city of Airway Heights had to disconnect from the aquifer and start paying for water from a different source because the PFAS chemicals are considered permanent. It's a story that we covered extensively here at KREM 2. Earlier this year, we also learned of similar contamination around the Spokane airport. So now hundreds of families and property owners are left wondering about the health effects of those forever chemicals. Eastern Washington University professor Chad Pritchard has been studying the West Plains contamination now for years.
And it is very expensive to test. And so you maybe test it once or twice, but if you're not part of the Fairchild Air Force Base cleanup zone, then people are shelling out hundreds, if not thousands of dollars to either test their water to see if somebody contaminated it or even thousands of dollars on top of that to filter.
So Dr. Pritchard will be discussing his findings at a public meeting tonight in Airway Heights. It is open to the public at 7 o'clock at the Hub in Airway Heights. You can ask questions, and officials from the EPA will also be there to talk about help and resources available to help those with contaminated well water. And you can also find more information about the impact of PFAS out on the West Plains by going to the westplainswater.org website.